Wrong lever.
Wrong lever.
Alright, we're live.
All lit. Right.
Only on the
On the
outside.
internet? We're live on the internet right now.
Are you kidding me? My previously on Avatar didn't work. And it's so disappointing, and now I have to do it without it. Just play the Korra soundtrack. Alright, so last session, you guys, were left off by the lion turtle and traveled to some warrior city. On the way, your pal San, left the group with his bison. As soon as you walked into the city, you stumbled into a big old murder conspiracy with a bounty. You found a little kid dead in an alley. You all traveled to the first victim, Avani, and she was a part of a traveling troupe. You know who else was a part of that traveling troupe? Arvine. Another airbender who you guys encountered and decided to tag along to figure out what happened to his friend. You guys went to the next victim, Katsu, a private firebending teacher in the upper ring. When you met his wife, you noticed that there was something off, but you couldn't put a finger on it. You found white hair stuck to some of the bushes that the killer went through. And then moving on to the next victim, to the kid that you stumbled upon when you first entered the city. The crime scene was already cleaned out, but you saw a little girl staring into the alley. And when Haru went to comfort her, he found out that she told a woman that she was being bullied and that a woman killed the little kid. And the little girl also mentioned how the dragon tamer was next. So you all went to the dragon grounds to find that he is already possessed along with all his workers. And after beating the dark spirits out of them, the white-haired woman popped out from the caves and killed him. And then those previously good spirits turned back into dark spirits and possessed a dragon. After barely successfully defeating the dragon, you all yeeted away. Kaja and Táoqì were the only ones who weren't taken by the police. But when the party went to see the chief rewarded them with a dagger that is now in Kaji's inventory. Well, I modified the dagger you already had to fit. And then you guys returned to the tavern. Kaja talked to a shady figure who offered work at the docks, while Haru and Táoqì went on a failed midnight snack run. And then you rested and ate breakfast. And that is where we left off. So you guys are just finished eating breakfast. The shady guy that you talked to who offered you the work has already left by the time you finished. But the rest of the day is yours. I know, Taylor, you mentioned how you wanted to fix your sleeves.
Absolutely, take me to Akane.
You can now go to Akane.
Hell yeah.
Is anyone going to accompany him, or what is the rest of the party doing?
Who wants some new threads?
Absolutely not.
Can I go to the docks?
You can go to the docks. Are you gonna go alone?
I want to go to the docks.
What's
I'll
up
take
the
Haru.
docks?
Some guy offered like a job or something. Or some shady shit, I don't know.
Some shady shit.
Some shit, I don't fucking know. Not getting new threads, but I'm going with Arvine.
Clothes or shady docks?
One of life's most important questions.
Oh,
I mean,
Let me
good.
just do what y'all want. I'm going shopping.
Yeah, I'm going shopping too.
Okay.
Ooh, adventure.
Let's do the shopping first.
It's probably
Uh,
easier.
Okay. So you're going to visit Akane. Akane's clothing tailor dude. He's in the upper ring. Roll a investigation check. So you know easily you find
Oh,
this bad. I
right.
mean, it's pretty easy to find him. Just
I
find where
imagine-
all the pretty noble people are and who should be around.
Arvine would probably like make it 50 feet out the door and ask the first person, "Hey, do you know where Akane the tailor is?" And then go to the next person, "Hey, do you know where Akane the tailor is?" Until eventually,
Do you know this one girl with hair like this?
Okay, so you come across it's smaller than you would have guessed. It's kind of squished in between two other larger shops. But there's a very clear sign. This is Akane's clothing line. And she seems to be inside busy attending another noble.
I just kind of wave at the first person who makes eye contact with me in the shop and just kind of sit down
Okay, well that would be
with the shirt that I was wearing yesterday in my arms, wearing a subpar white cotton shirt of the same style.
it's only Akane and the noble she's currently dressing in the shop. The noble is this older woman with very gray, almost white hair. And she kind of looks at your tailors and is like, "Oh, honey, what happened to you?"
Well, it's kind of a long story, but dragons and spirits and nasty stuff were involved, and I'm just here to, make myself look pretty again.
Akane stops threading a needle and kind of glances at you for like a solid second, and then glances back to her work, and she says, "It'll be 1 gold piece."
Oh. Even if I was referred by Mr. King Dude on the hill, big guy, big man in charge.
The chief sent you.
Yeah, he recommended you. He said to mention him whenever I got here.
Oh, my apologies. It'll be free of charge. And then she kind of stops what she's doing and pushes the noble outside and puts you onto the pedestal that the noble was standing on. And then she rushes into the back room to get some supplies. It's
As she's rushing her off, I'm mouthing like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't want this to happen. I'm sorry."
You mentioned the chief, and it was like a complete 180 in personality. Aki and Táoqì, are you guys doing anything?
I'm just lurking outside, people watching.
People?
Um, Are there any like ready-made clothes to browse through?
There are. There's some really. She seems to specialize in the yellow and red aesthetic. There are some like black robes that have some like blue details on the ends.
I'm looking for something green.
Well, investigation check. It is all yellow and red. This is a very...
Single black robe
This is all.
for the edgy bastard that walks in here.
It's a lot of fire-related clothing lines. It's on brand.
Maybe the black cloak would help me sneak at night in case I needed it.
Mm-hmm.
How much for the black cloak?
Okay, well, she walks back in, sees you looking over the black cloak and kind of like shimmy steps in front of it, blocking you from the cloak. And she's like, "That is one of my most prized clothing items. It'll be worth around 75 gold.
Uh,
I don't think
um.
that you can afford it." And she kind of like pushes your shoulder slightly.
Well,
I want to try. I want to try and like walk. If this is happening away from the pedestal that I'm on, or I'm being led to, I want to walk over to her and say, "Oh, he was instrumental in helping us, take down the dragon, though."
Well, I just can't. It's one of my most prized possessions. I could sell it for 50.
that's gonna have to wait then. I'm
Sorry, Tao,
curious.
can't help
Yeah.
you there.
Yeah, I'm curious why this cloak means so much to you.
Well, it was, I'm not supposed to be saying this to just an ordinary customer, but since you all were sent by the chief, this is not just a regular cloak. It's got some enchanted properties to it.
Oh, how so?
It's almost like wearing armor, except it's a fine piece of cloth.
Oh, it's a bulletproof cloak.
I'll have to keep that in mind in case I.
He's already shirtless.
It's like standing on the pedestal flexing.
Oh, you didn't have to take it off.
Oh, well, it's too far away to put back on, so.
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay.
And she gets to work. Kaja and Haru, are you both going to the docks?
Yes.
Yeah.
While you're heading to the docks, roll me a perception check.
Oh, that's great. Actually, hold on. Perception. Oh. Yeah, we don't got eyes.
Okay, well, as you exit the main city and head down towards the shoreline, there's two ships docked currently, a much larger one and a smaller, looks like a fishing vessel. There's a couple of people standing near the bigger ship, look pretty intimidating. They have swords.
Oh. Huh. Why are we here again, Kaja?
Shay, can you repeat what the guy said? Because I don't remember what he said.
He said, if you're looking for work, head to the docks.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a weird tip from some guy at the tavern. That's weird.
As you get closer, you see the familiar cloak on one of the guys with the swords.
I guess I will walk up to him.
Okay. Is Haru going to walk up as well?
Yeah, he's just gonna follow Kaja. He doesn't really know what's happening.
Okay.
He just killed for the fun.
Yeah.
As you get closer, you notice that they're all kind of crowded around this one gentleman. He stands out from the rest as he's wearing a prosthetic arm that seems to be floating. He has this gingered hair on top of him and this intimidating built. He's a strong looking dude. And they all kind of are crowded around him, and the guy that you talked to earlier sees you walking up and looks at Haru and is like, oh, you brought You have more friends?
Sure. Yeah.
The more
That's
the
what-
merrier. The captain's gonna be really happy about that. And then he kind of gestures towards what you presume is the captain, the guy with the gingered hair. And he looks you up and down, and he's like, I've heard of you, Captain Karma.
Oh. Boy, alright, how do I respond?
Satan?
How do I respond to this? Oh, is that how you heard your voice earlier, shit?
Yep. He's got an intimidating voice.
Well, I'm not surprised that you have. I'm sure many people like you have. But I was told that there was some work here.
I could use some hands in exchange for travel.
Okay. Quick question, Shay. Where are we going? Do we know where we're going next, Shay?
Sonic mentioned that Haru wanted to go to the Southern Water Tribe.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So do we, in character, know where we're going?
No.
No. I don't think we really talked about it as a group yet.
Well, still, I mean, I guess travel's good.
I mean, we kind of lost our bison person, you know? We can't really go anywhere.
That is a point. You do not have any mode of transportation to get off of this island.
Okay, well, I mean, travel is pretty important these days, so what do you need us to do?
Nothing too shady. I just need a couple of people to watch the ship while my boys do something. Because somebody... And he kind of looks at the guy that you were talking to earlier, pointedly. Slept while he was on watch.
Okay.
Oh.
You just need us to watch your ship? Well, that sounds easy enough. Haru?
Does it do any tricks?
I mean, it sounds okay.
Yeah, he's
Well,
got
then-
this sweet sound system on it.
How long do you need us to watch it?
It's about a 2 days trip. Oh, Jesus, my voice. Alright. It's about a day's travel from here. But we only need you to watch it for 1 night.
Well, I mean, I'm in. I don't really know about the rest of the
Wait.
squad.
Where are we going? Hold on.
Who cares?
I mean, I
Where do you
guess.
want me to go?
Do you think you could take us to the Southern Water Tribe?
Southern Water Tribe.
He
What are we
kind
going
of
there for?
he looks at his crew and they like exchange whispers, and then he glances back at you and he's just like, we can do that. The place we're going to is on the way.
Shay, I have a question for you. You said we learned about, like, these dots on the map, like, on the radio or something, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure of that.
Mm-hmm. When you guys were asleep, you watched the news.
Oh yeah, the
On
news,
TV.
that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I guess we should tell the others if we're actually doing this.
The ultimate split the party. Everyone gets stuck in Sun Warrior City and the rest go to the Southern Water Tribe.
Wait.
We can cover more ground.
I mean, if you think about it, we have a healer and a damage person.
That's true.
You're gonna leave the rest without a
We need
healer?
everyone else for.
Content to live a normal life in Sun Warrior City.
They'll get a dragon. They'll catch up.
Do we know that they went to the tailor, or
That is
Well,
all dependent if you said so or
Arvine
not.
didn't shut up about getting his shirt fixed in the
Okay, that's
morning.
true.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say to the captain guy. Wait, I'm still unclear about what's. Are we traveling with him on the ship? Are we like watching the ship for him,
Yes.
and then after we do it, we're traveling? Like, what's going on?
Okay, so he's going. He's going to take you to the Southern Water Tribe.
Okay.
But, on the way, he needs you to watch the ship while they do something.
Oh,
You know
okay. Okay, I got it now. Okay,
Easy
so
enough,
Sorry, I'm not fluent in pirate.
so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
say
missions.
Yar.
I'm gonna say to the captain. So I kinda have some friends who I think I should bring along. So if I could go get them and then we could come back here, I'd be ready to go.
Can your friends fight?
Yeah, one of them's kind of crazy.
Pretty well, actually.
Raiden.
Who's the crazy one?
We're gonna skip over the murder and everything.
We don't tell them which is the crazy one and let them only assume there's the one crazy.
We travel at dusk. And then he turns around and walks onto a ship.
Okay, we'll be back.
And so the guy that you were talking to earlier, he kind of like slides next to you and he's like, he's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen cooler. But...
I mean, not that you're not cool, cause you're pretty cool.
She
But
just kind of like raises her eyebrows.
my name's Sai.
Okay.
I'm kind of like the right hand man, but he doesn't like calling me that. But it's okay.
So you're like his parrot.
What? No, that's a stereotype, sir. Not all pirates have parrots.
Some do.
Do you have a parrot?
No, I don't. But
Oh.
you can be my parent. if that's what you're interested in.
Oh. And then he like tugs on his collar and then walks under the ship.
I can be your parrot, baby.
Let's go find the others.
Yeah.
Alright, so back in the clothing shop, she gets your shirt repaired and hands it back to you, no problem.
Sweet.
So here's a question: Is everything at this store like super fucking pricey?
Yeah, it's a bougie tailor.
Do I find
the
anything
chief
not of-
recommended it.
Yeah. Do I find anything that's not orange and yellow? Because I too am interested in looking divine.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Oh,
Again?
Underneath some of the clothing, there's underneath like the table, there's a box, and it has some of the clothes that people have donated over the years. For the city as a whole, it seems like she's the primary tailor chosen to do any work for the homeless or stuff like that, and that's what this box is. And in the box, there's a couple of clothing items, varying colors.
Did we stumble into the 1%ers Goodwill?
Hmm.
Awesome. I'll go through that bin.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for anything black, purple, blue, and green.
Okay.
all in
and
one
gray.
garment.
No, any
all
garments
in
of
one.
those.
There's a rainbow flag.
Hell
Very
yeah.
interesting choice.
All of the clothes are pretty like of standard make. They're obviously not made by her. there's a couple of like jackets of varying colors for when it hits winter, and there's some black pants, and they've got some blue stripes going up on them.
Okay. How much for the pants?
Kane's gonna see you rummaging through the Goodwill, to the Goodwill bin, and be like, they're free. You can just take whatever you want.
Oh, okay, thank you. And I put a gold piece on the counter. Say for the shirt.
Thank you. Haru and Kaja, you would have returned to you would have gotten to the tailor shop by now.
Would I find anything warm in that box?
Besides the jackets? No.
Me.
Shut the fuck up. I mean, I'm not looking for anything specific. I just want something warm to wear if we're going to the Southern Water Trip.
You can spit fire.
There's a
I kinda am cold, and I'm currently wearing a tank top.
There's a black jacket with some fur on the inside.
Yoink in it.
Alright. Haru and Kaja, you have arrived.
Okay.
I'm just chilling, trying to make small talk with a cane. That's all that Arvine's doing for the rest of the time.
Well, I'm just sorry. But am I already in the shop? Am I outside?
Mhm.
Where am I? Okay, well,
You're in the
So we
shop.
just
You
walk in.
walked.
okay, be like, oh, hey guys. So, I know where we're going next, and, I found, well, I didn't find a way. Kaja found a way for us to get there.
Made some new connections. Perhaps a little shady, but I think reliable.
You didn't seem that shady.
Really?
Perhaps you don't know pirates like I do.
Yeah, that's exactly why you acted like that. It's his personality seeing the best in people. Anyway, so yeah, we gotta leave it. I think he said dusk. So let's try to.
What do you have us doing?
Oh, we're gonna watch a ship while he lets us travel.
We're gonna launch a ship.
Yeah.
What's it gonna do? Get up and walk away?
I mean, hopefully. That'd be fun.
Well, I wouldn't ask him what he's doing, unless you want to lose a limb or something. So suggest
I want me a arm.
and let me handle everything.
Alrighty. If you insist.
Sounds okay to me. What's the guy like?
Large,
And he's got a parrot.
probably intimidating.
Probably.
Very muscular. Wonder what his routine is.
He actually didn't have a parrot.
He didn't have a
So
parrot?
one of the pirates said that's kind of racist or something.
Every pirate I've ever
I
seen
don't think
on
he
TV
said it was
had
racist.
They always, everything I've read, they always have parrots. How does he not have a parrot?
Oh yes, the old pirate race.
What would you address that?
We get to the ship, we find the captain's quarters, and he's got an iguana parrot.
What time of day is it?
Do some,
It is almost noon.
So we got like 6-ish hours.
Yeah, 6 hours.
should probably do some scrounging up. Can't imagine they're gonna be too gracious to us.
You're right. We need to get food.
It's the Fire Nation. I'm looking for jerky.
For jerky?
Yep.
It's
Alright.
Arvine saying he's looking for jerky out loud.
Yes.
my ears perk up. I whip my head over. I'm like, I want jerky.
Jerky and booze. Let's go, Aki.
The
The
jerky
places
booze.
that you guys will know of, is the stands in the front, like from the gates of the city, as well as the tavern that you guys were staying at. Might have some food. Haru and Kaja know that fancy hotel. Haru and Táoqì know that fancy hotel that tried to go on a midnight snack for.
I've been here for a little bit of time. Would I know of any like decent, cheap, basically gas
Nice,
station?
nice
food?
hole in the wall
Yeah.
kind of place. You know, nice mood lighting.
Most
Soft
of
music
the
playing in the background.
cheap, like for tourists, food is at near the gates.
Okay.
You know
I'm
that
al-
along with the stands, there's also like a couple like restaurant-y looking.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for jerky and canned goods.
Jerky and canned goods. Okay.
Specific.
Well, you
or
can
a jar
get
of pickles.
both of those at a general store.
Jar.
Yes.
Are chips a thing?
Chips?
Like potato chips and stuff?
No.
Damn it.
They have like chip-ish.
Fried lotus root.
They have like the fucking what's it called? What is it?
So are we talking like whole pickles or like spears or pickle chips?
Any
Sour, bread and butter, dill.
sour
Sizzle
dill.
crisps.
or
Sizzle crisps.
spicy garlic pickles.
Spicy garlic pickles. The Fire Nation has sizzle crisp, which are like a snack food. They're not exactly potato chips. They're made of, but that would be pretty close. They also have like the fire flakes, which are spicy. For canned beverages, you can find some soda.
I'll take that.
If you're looking for those, you can find those at Hoshi's Goods.
Oh, she's good.
Hoshi's Goods. It's the first store that you see once you step foot into Sun Warrior City. On the right, it's the store whose alley was the murder scene.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and mark off 10 gold and let you determine how much snacks.
10
I
gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
So much?
She comes out with arms literally filled.
10
Army.
gold
And-
is like 2 Santa Claus bags of snacks.
Yep. And I walk out and say, "Wait, how far are we traveling?"
He said just a couple days.
I mean, we're in the fire.
Oh.
Nation.
Well,
We're going to the water tribe. in
I
the
want
south.
some.
We gotta figure this one out.
I'm gonna go and say you got some fire flakes, you got some sizzle crisps, you got some dumplings, some cookies, some noodles.
Cookies?
Some chicken, a
this 10 gold
pizza.
would also I would also like to put it towards the booze.
You got some booze, no problem.
Well, are we stopping anywhere in between here in the water tribe?
I don't know.
Yes.
Wherever he needs to go, apparently.
A
Okay.
stop along the way. Is what he
No
said.
idea where that is, though.
Hmm.
Couldn't ask him to clarify.
Where we're going, nobody knows.
As you guys are doing your shopping, you see that there are now posters posted a couple of blocks here and there. they're wanted posters for the woman you saw yesterday.
That's the one.
They have on the wanted posters is a picture of her, along with a couple of aliases that she's used over her time. Her most recent one being Roshni.
Roast me?
Roshni. The Woomph.
Am I a womp?
It is. You still have a couple of hours. Or would you guys like to fast travel?
We've got food. Aki is content.
I'm chilling with eating a pickle.
Let me try one of those food.
Yeah.
Haru has Sally.
Pretty
We
fucking
got
good.
her from the fucking, like,
Oh yeah,
police people.
we got her back.
Mhm.
Was there a Sally heist?
Get her a
Hearing the voice of God, Haru decides on a whim to get a hat for Sally.
No.
Anybody else doing anything? Anyone else doing their own preparation?
I think we're good to fast travel.
Alright. Fast travel sequence. Alright. The sun is setting. You guys are heading towards the docks, I presume.
Yeah.
Getting to the docks, you see that the crew is getting ready. Sai is waiting for you guys with a book, and he almost doesn't see you guys approaching and is a little startled. And when he sees it, he like hides the book under his butt. It's like oh, hey guys, is this everybody?
What's up, you
Karma?
fucking nerd?
Yeah, just about. Are you all ready to go?
Almost, I think. Why don't you guys come on? And he leads you up to the ship. The captain sees you. He's at a table, towards the, I don't know ship terms, the front.
The
Towards
bow?
The front.
The deck?
Bow? It's on the deck.
Considering I'm the pirate character, I should.
You should, yeah.
Good, but
Stern? I don't know.
He's kind of looking
Stern is
over.
the back.
Yeah, you're
Bow
right.
is the front.
I was
Okay.
right, the bow!
Towards the
Port
bow.
is the left and starboard is the right.
He's looking over a table with some maps, and he sees this large group of people entering, and he says, "I'm glad you can make it. Everyone's in agreement then?"
Shay, this doesn't sound good for your throat.
It's not.
Just get a voice changer, Shay. But,
Yeah, we're good to go if you are.
Alright. We set for Fire Fountain City.
Fire Fountain City.
Where is that?
Hey,
Oh.
Mr. Big Guy, you feeling okay?
In your throat.
I read an ad that smoking things is bad. But if you want me to help, I can. You can try.
He's gonna walk up to you. And
I'm gonna hold out my hand
punch
for him to
you.
shake it.
And he's gonna punch you.
Yep.
And you take 1 hit point of damage.
I'll take it.
Your
Aki's
sleeping
impressed.
quarters are in the bottom deck. And he walks away.
Huh?
Oh, and before he walks
You did
away,
that to
Does
yourself.
this punch floor Arvine?
does it what?
Does it floor him? Does
No.
it knock him down?
Just pushes him slightly.
Oh, what a shame.
But before he fully walks away, he turns around and he says, "By the way, I'm Captain Crimson, for those of you unaware."
Crimson.
And then he goes into his quarters.
How's that chin looking?
Can I see an iguana parrot in the captain's quarters?
Roll a perception check.
Natural 20.
Come on.
There is no iguana parrot, but you do see a fair amount of golden objects in there before
Oh.
he closes it.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Do I know anything about these people?
Roll a history check with advantage.
With advantage.
You got that
Ooh.
C knowledge.
Punches are weak.
You've heard of them. They're not necessarily. They haven't really interacted with you, but you've heard of them. You know that they're good at what they do, and that they have a rivalry with another crew.
Okay. Alright.
Gang
That's all I
war.
wanted to know.
New friends.
Sai is going to walk up to you and he's like, I can show you the way to the quarters. It's at the bottom deck. And then he kind of walks and assumes that you guys are following. Are you following him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
The ship is very large in length, not so much in width.
Is this
when
like
you get
a stereotypical like pirate ship, or is it like a?
yeah,
Okay.
it's more clean
Okay.
than like Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah,
but it has the
it's not
stereotypical
grimy.
pirate shit, you know.
Yeah.
Are there oranges aboard?
There are.
Don't
Wow.
want to be getting that scurvy.
As you head down, you notice that there's the canteen looking area, and there's a lot of the crew kind of just staring at you guys. Actually, whoever wants to look around, roll a perception check.
Oh, I most certainly do.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh!
I grabbed 3 of those oranges
Oh,
and
there
I've
it
been
is.
juggling them.
Really.
Oh, damn, y'all need some eyes?
Yes,
I-
please.
I'm
I've
juggling
been-
oranges and paying attention to only those.
Arvin is just staring ahead. Kaja, you've seen what a ship looks like. You're not really that interested in looking around. It's
Sure, that's
it's the standard. Aki,
I just see Arfine.
you see
Wow,
Arvin.
a ship.
This is water.
You see some of the cannonballs and a bunch of barrels are set around you guys. Táoqì, you notice everybody staring at you, and Haru, you see 2 of the crew members kind of snicker at you guys as you start walking near your quarters.
Oh no, they shit on our pillows.
Well, when you walk in, there's a bunch of small beds, bunk beds, and he kind of points to 3 of them and is like, "This is where you guys will be sleeping. The rest of the crew is on the other end." Food's in the canteen. You must have seen it when we passed by. If you need anything, I'm usually above deck with the lads, you know.
The
With
lad.
the lad. Do I notice the smell of like food cooking? And does it smell good?
With your 7 perception, no.
Probably not.
Were the crew laughing at me with my 2 Santa Claus bags of rations?
You do not know.
Do any of us know?
Nope.
Okay.
You just noticed that they were laughing at you.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, Captain Crimson!
I forgot you had the 2 foot the same number. Alright, well, you can set that anywhere. It's a pretty...
Yeah, I set them in I set them in our little quarters in a corner.
I want to put Sally on my bed.
Okay.
She's gonna
Alright.
chill there.
Who's taking the top or bottom bunks?
I'm hopping on a top.
Sally's taking the top.
Of course, Aki's at top.
Right now it's dusk. If you guys wanted to,
Oh.
like, walk around the ship, you could, but...
I'm
I'll
falling
do that.
into my routine. I'm hopping on the top bunk and I'm munching on the pickles that Arvine got.
Okay. So, Arvin, you're walking around the ship?
Yeah.
Everybody else?
I want to walk around the ship.
I'll walk around.
I'll walk around too.
Okay.
Assuming I'm not already.
Are you guys looking for anything in particular? 'Cause if not,
I'm
we'll
looking
go
for the
with-
lads.
Can I
You're
find
looking
the
for the
captain?
What
Um,
if I wanted to
Or is he
find
busy?
Captain?
Then get in line.
Well, the captain last you saw headed to his quarters.
Oh, that would
I-
be rude.
I would want to eavesdrop on some of the crew.
You're gonna eavesdrop some of the crew. Okay. Let's do Arvine first.
I'm taking my bow and my and my quiver as well.
Okay.
And my axe.
And when you go up to the poop deck, the table that the captain was previously looking at seems to have been discarded of the maps and is now holding a game, which I don't think you know. Let's see. Yeah, it's a tabletop game.
I
that you
walk
don't
up and
recognize.
say, "Hey, you mind if I join? I'm a quick learner." Side note: I'm not a quick learner. For the audience out there, Arvine is not a quick learner.
Hey, sure, you can join, right, guys? And Sai looks at the rest, and they all kind of begrudgingly nod. Is anyone else with Arvine, or are you guys doing your own thing? I'll take
I
that as a no.
don't think so.
Okay.
It's generally best to answer a question not with silence, but with words.
Since this is a game about strategy, I'm gonna go ahead and
My
say
forte.
roll an intelligence check.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
impressive. Okay, not that bad. And I'll roll for them.
Oh.
Boop.
Oh.
Boop. All right.
Get fucked.
So, Sai kind of explains to you the game that they're playing is King of the Hill. It's a war-based game on strategy, and he kind of shows you the basic rules, and you seem to get a hang of it, even if you're not normally used to understanding things like this.
I'm fighting people. I'm holding ground. I can do that. That's what I'm used to. Let's go.
Yeah. The 2 other guys with you are experts at this game, and they are naturally talented and use one of the guys, the one with the eye patch, is the one who wins, and kind of looks at you to cough up some gold for the pot. And Sai did absolutely terrible, and he's kind of looking in his pockets, and he takes out a piece of lint, and he's like, and runs away.
And instead of gold, I'll put about 5 silver. on the
5
table.
okay. The guy with the eye patch, he kind of shrugs and takes the silver anyway. Wasn't expecting anything more than that. Sai runs straight to the other end of the ship. Because he has no gold to offer, and the gentleman besides the guy with the eye patch kind of stands up and tries to follow him. So now you're just left with the dude with the eye patch.
I hold my hand out and go, "How's it going, Marvin?" Just wait for him to shake it.
He doesn't speak or shake your hand.
Arvin's just holding his hand out there. If he's not going to do anything, he's just going to sit down and say, "So, so if I were to keep playing, could I bet food?"
He shakes his head.
Okay, and I get up and walk away.
Kaja, what were you saying you wanted to do? The captain?
I was gonna find the captain, but orders. I mean, who knows?
Okay.
But I mean, where's that? Well, actually, I don't. I'll just walk around. Is there anything interesting? Is there,
Everybody
like, a second
walking
in
around.
charge?
Roll a perception check.
Oh.
Wait, I want to go to the
I
captain.
don't have eyes. Oh, I do have eyes.
I don't have eyes. Rolls a 19. Okay. You wanted to go to the captain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, as you saw him, he was in the quarters.
Do I gotta roll a perception, or can I just go there?
You could try to knock.
Okay, well, then I'll go to where I saw his, and I'll just knock on the door.
Roll a perception check. You hear some very loud snoring from inside.
I want to, like, open the door, but to, like, peek through it, you know?
That's so disrespectful.
Okay. Let me. As you put your hand on the doorknob and jiggle it, you notice that it's locked.
Oh. Well, I guess I'm done here.
Okay, Kaja, with your 19 perception. As you're walking around the ship, it has 3 levels. There's the bottommost level where all the beds and sleeping are. There's the like deck, I guess you could say. There's then there's the canteen, and next to the canteen there's like the storage area. On the top deck there are also some barrels and crates that you can see with various stuff. Heading to the helm of the ship, there's a chest that seems to be locked, but you guess that that's where they keep most of their gold. As you're walking, you see Sai running away from another crew member. You can see a symbol on some of these crates. Roll a history check for me.
Oh boy. Okay.
This symbol, it's familiar to you. It has a bird. It's a red bird with a black circle behind it. You cannot put quite a finger as to how, but it seems familiar. And you see the symbol on some of the crates and barrels that you come across as you're walking. Anybody else?
Táoqì, weren't you trying to eavesdrop?
Yes, I'd like to eavesdrop on any of the people that were staring at us earlier.
Okay.
Catch the local gossip.
Roll a stealth check. Okay. Let me see. One second. So you try to. You see them back at the canteen, the two guys that were laughing at you earlier or staring at you, and you try to walk in sneakily, but they notice you right off the bat.
Fuck. Hey guys, what's going on?
We need to throw some hands on this pirate.
Are you one of the kids?
Kids? I mean, do you mean like the new recruits? Then I guess so.
I didn't hear the captain say anything about new recruits, but all right. And kind of slaps the chair next to him.
I guess that means I should sit down.
Yeah. As you sit down on this table, you notice all of these guys are fucking jacked. There's 3 of them sitting at the table. They're all eating food, and they all have a sword on their waist. 2 of the guys seem to be in the middle of an arm wrestling battle. And the guy that slapped the chair was like, "You want to take next?"
Aki just got the insatiable urge to get up and get food from the canteen.
Táoqì's sweating a bit and respectfully declines as best as he can.
So you are one of the kids. And he kind of and he laughs and leans back.
Oh,
I am walking into the canteen, by the way.
Okay.
And I want to sit down where they're arm wrestling. Whenever you're good with Táoqì's stuff. I don't want to.
Okay.
Kids, I noticed my friend Aki walking in. Do you want to say that to her?
And then the guy looks up and he's like, "Ah, now that's a woman with some muscle. Are you gonna join in?"
I'm arm wrestling.
Alrighty.
This is what Aki does. She eats and she arm wrestles.
As the 2 guys finished their arm wrestle, the guy kind of yells a holler as he wins, and the other one also hesitantly hands him his spare cookie from lunch. Aki, are you sitting down?
Absolutely.
Alright. Roll a strength.
Roll a strength check. I almost clicked saving throw.
What?
Alright. So, you both get into your positions. You notice this guy, he seems a bit cocky. He's flexing his muscles as he grasps your hand. It lasts a long while.
I'm doing this completely subtly. I'm not like flexing or anything. I'm just sitting down at the table and putting my arm up.
I'm also cheerleading on the side.
It lasts a long while, but eventually Aki gets the winning end and slams the other guy's hand onto the table, and he looks at his hand in just pure shock and looks back at you, and then you see the saddest look on his face as he hands the 2 cookies to you.
I've just got a shit-eating smirk on my face, and I'll hand one of the cookies to Táoqì.
Oh, thank you. Can I whisper to the guy next to me? I heard she decapitated someone with 1 punch.
So which guy are you talking to?
The first guy I talked to.
Oh, are you really?
Me. She
I
would.
look over to him and I'm just like, I don't know. Do you think I did?
Roll an intimidation check. For fun.
I'm not intimidating because it's all based on charisma.
Can I roll persuasion?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Okay. This guy, he doesn't seem to be scared of you, but then he sees Táoqi's determined look of like, yes, she did, and he starts like, sweating a little bit.
I got the receipts.
Turned up the temperature in here.
Yes, she did.
Animated by Michael Dante DiMartino. Táoqì decapitating us.
Okay. Roll perception checks. Everyone. But Arvine.
Okay.
God, I had eyes for 2 seconds.
Hey, samesies.
Okay. Everyone. Okay. Well, let's start with Kaja. Kaja,
Get some
you-
glue
This is
on
supposed
there.
to be my element, and yet I'm fucking up everything.
Kaja, you hear from the I'm assuming you're in the bottommost deck still.
Sure.
You hear some shouts coming from above,
Okay.
from the top deck. Táoqì and Aki, you recognize that it's cheering. Haru, you turn around from knocking on the captain's door, and you see Arvine has set up a target with an orange and is kind of just showing off to the crew. Some of the crew is gathered around and is cheering.
Why?
I'm standing like a ways away. Like I'm doing bullshit trick shots
I'm
for no
going,
fucking reason.
Going up. I hear the cheering, right? You said.
Yep.
I'm going up to see what the ruckus is about.
Me too.
What are those darn kids doing up there?
Yeah, Kaja will go up too.
It is 6:30 p.m. and I'm trying to sleep.
All right. Well,
I've
you
been
all
asleep
see
for 3 hours.
you see Arvine doing tricks, doing some trick shots with his bow.
And then Arvine goes, "All right," and he rolls a table in front of the orange. Goes, "Place your bets."
A table in front of the orange.
Yeah.
Okay. A couple of the crew are gonna put some pieces onto the table. It's gonna come to about there's 3 gold for you missing the shot.
For me missing the shot? Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to lick my finger and hold it in the air and feel for the wind. And then I'm assuming this is like kind of towards the side of the ship.
Yep.
And I'm going to point at the table and then turn my bow to the ocean. And I'm going to bend an arrow.
Okay.
Roll a performance check.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Wow.
Jay, sweetie.
Oh.
Wow.
That is the worst roll.
You
now-
make quite a show. You shoot an arrow towards the ocean. You bend it, but as you're bending it back, the
Hold on,
arrow
wait.
misses.
Wait, hold on. Using bending, curve and twist the path in search of its prey. Yeah, whatever. Can an orange make a dexterity saving throw?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
do it, and then if it, like the ship like tilts a little bit.
I'm assuming you're using your thing, right?
Yeah, here.
Okay. Well then. Okay. So you
was
bend
right.
you bend the arrow and it hits your target. And there's a couple of crew members kind of grunting, saying, "Ah, that's cheating," and then a couple And a couple of them cough up some more silver for you on the table, just
Alright.
as
Well-
impressed.
Did I miss the target? And then I take the coins, and then
It's
I
3
grab the rest of
gold.
the orange. Yep.
It's 3 gold and 4 silver pieces.
Aki is impressed.
And I put my bow up and then say, "All right, well, I earned my gold back from losing, so I'm happy." And I try and find that eye patch motherfucker and just kind of like wink at him.
He doesn't respond.
Yeah, I didn't think he would, but it sent a message.
How old do these crew members look?
They look. There's a wide range of ages. Most of them are in their 20s or 30s.
Oh. Okay.
Except for the captain, who is a much older gentleman. Alright, well, if nobody else says anything, although the crew seems to be heading to their sleeping quarters.
I'm giving Arvine a clap on the shoulder and offering him the last little bit of the cookie that I won for arm wrestling.
I'll take it.
That was pretty slick.
Thanks.
Okay.
Figured you guys hadn't seen my show either.
Can't believe I was right.
Alright, is everybody heading to bed?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. You all regain your hit points, which is basically just Arvine regaining his hit point from getting decked in the face.
Yep.
Slap. We got a nice shiner in the morning.
And as you go to sleep, you see the ship taking off.
Mazel
Surprised
tov.
Nobody whatsoever has
That's gotta
asked
be a strong airbender then.
what this whole
Oh my
place
god.
Alright, it's copyrighted, it's copyrighted. I have it.
Trying to get it
You only use
muted.
10 seconds of it.
Oh, I love this banger.
This is a banger. A cup.
This will never beat
She
this
slaps.
thing.
Okay, when you guys wake up in the morning, you still see none of the crew members have come to get you yet. You kind of just wake up naturally whenever you wake up. The ship still seems to be moving. You can feel the rocking slightly.
Aki is like
Roll a constitution.
unsure of stable footing.
Save or check?
Stave. Okay, you don't throw up. Unfortunately, I was kind of hoping you would fail.
Can I try to find the captain now if the captain's awake?
The captain's a
Certainly
wig.
Try.
The captain's a wig?
Roll investigation. It's a low
Oh.
check, but
God!
Damn.
Jesus!
Holy shit!
This is why you don't have your own crew.
I find a wall. Hey,
I
do
want to
have a
find
crew,
the captain.
but half of them died. So
So
Is this
concerned
a
with,
pigeon?
not looking shady and looking around.
Haru, please,
Okay.
please guide Kaja.
So,
My old eyes aren't with me.
Kaja's.
She gets
I
lost.
really-
I don't know.
I really, in my head, when you rolled that nat one, I was like, Kaja walks off the boat, but that's too much. So we're reeling it back.
Yeah. No.
You walk around and you are distracted with the sense of nostalgia. But you end up right back at the sleeping quarters.
Definitely one way to explain that she's fucking lost as shit. So you should
Haru,
find Haru, please.
you find the captain easy enough. He's just on the top deck, kind of on the helm, as a captain would be.
Help me, please.
Did I bring Kaja?
That depends on you.
I mean, was she back when I left? Well, okay.
She went around the same time you could go back to get her.
Nah.
Wow!
Okay.
I don't know that you came back to the room.
Please. Please. Oh my gosh.
Oh, jeez.
She just keeps repeatedly walking in the wall.
I'll say,
Oh,
I'll
that's
say,
a wall.
Ow.
I'll say
Ow.
you can find
That's a wall.
him later.
Oh god. Damn it.
Okay.
But
Can't I
Haru,
do anything?
Haru, you see the captain on the helm.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go walk and be like, "Hey, Mr. Captain. I was just cool ship. You got some cool crewmates here.
Thanks.
Can you like answer something for me?
What is it?
So you know that girl that I came here with, the one you guys seem to know, but I kind of know nothing about her. Who is she?
You don't know of the dreaded Captain Karma.
Karma.
Captain
heard she's a bitch.
Karma. She has her own crew. One of the best of the land.
Oh. Okay. Okay. That's news.
You've been traveling with her, and you don't know her real name.
I guess not, huh?
What kind of friends are you?
I mean, I kind of met her like a week ago, so we're still kind of new to each other, you know? Huh. Well, I had another question too. So like, what you're going to like some like Fire Island or something, right?
Fire Nation City.
Oh,
Fountain City.
why are you going there?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Alright. Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
Poor voice.
Dude.
You have a rival crew who's stationed there.
What did you just say, Shay?
We have a rival crew stationed there.
A rival crew with station?
That's stationed there.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh. So are you gonna go fight him or something?
Aye.
Oh. Well, that sounds kind of fun. Why?
That does not concern you.
Well, I mean, you're right
hired you
about
to
that.
Watch.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I hired you to watch, not ask questions.
Oh shit.
Well, thanks for your time, Mr. Captain, sir. I'll be on my way.
He kind of grumbles a good riddance as you're leaving.
Haru is actually a toddler.
So
Where are
while
we
Haru
going?
is walking away, Kaja, you would have found the captain.
Oh, great. After
Finally
this,
stopped walking
though.
into the wall. You have a huge bruise on your forehead.
He's like, oh,
Ow.
here's the sunlight. Does she see Haru?
Yeah, you see him walking away.
He's just like, oh, good morning.
Hey! He says and he just walks faster away.
Okay, white mom power walking.
She'll confront him about that later. Not important now.
Roll an insight check.
Oh, great. Okay. Closed my character sheet. Insight. Please.
I want it to be known I'm running to
literally?
Táoqì.
My
He
roll?
just seems slightly off.
Like, that's where I'm going to. I'm trying to find Táoqì, be like, bitch. Tea.
They're gonna spill tea to each other. Alright, well, I'll go talk to the captain now.
Okay.
Do I know the name of the other crew?
Of the rival?
The
No.
rival? No.
You didn't roll it high enough, sorry.
Oh, you're right.
Never rolled high enough for anything.
You didn't roll it high enough for anything, really. Okay, so you approach the captain and he kind of sighs, seeing another one of the kids walking up to him.
Oh. Good morning to you too, I guess.
Morning.
I see you met Haru. Sure. He was an interesting person to talk to.
An interesting fellow indeed.
Well, you know, let's just skip the small talk. Where are we going and why exactly?
Since he knows who you are, we're going to stop me rival crew.
Right.
You've heard of them? Led by Captain Raven.
Well, I've heard of them. I'm not sure I've had many encounters, but I'm sure that's all been left up to you and your crew. I have my own issues to deal with personally.
We're going to end it by attacking their stronghold.
Right. So that's your big plan. We're just gonna watch your ship while you attack their stronghold.
I need all my men, but I need someone to watch the ship.
And you really think this is gonna go well for you?
I've been planning this for months.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you're that convinced, sure. We'll just stay here and watch the ship. Hold on. I don't know if traveling, taking us to where are we going? Southern Water Tribe is.
Yes, Southern Water
I don't know if just taking us to the Southern Water Tribe is enough payment for my liking.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yes, please. The one roll I needed.
That's surprising.
Yeah. It's
Cost a
pretty.
lot to feed you and bring you to the Southern Water Tribe. But if you find some troubles on your watch, you'll be paid handsomely.
I'll take it, I guess.
Basically, he's not gonna pay you just for sitting on his ship.
I mean, it's pretty bold of you to leave a couple of strangers with your entire ship. It would be a shame.
Jesus. What
It would be a shame if
Would
something
be a shame
were
if
to happen
we-
to it.
Had to leave so suddenly.
You assume that I don't take my keys with me. You won't get anywhere without you.
Have you seen that tank of a firebender that came on with it? She just hurled her body into a door.
She just starts describing the Nemo situation. Like, man, it'd be a shame if that happened again.
Do you want to roll an intimidation check?
You know what? We might.
You're gonna get a 2. I mean,
I know you can handle yourself, but I also know that I have things kept locked tight.
Fair
You're
enough.
going to watch, or you can go overboard.
As intimidating as your voice sounds, I'm not very intimidated. But, it seems like you're not budging, and I respect that. Just, let's hope you don't regret it later. That's all I have to say.
He doesn't respond to you.
Oh.
He says some commands to his crew.
Why is Kaja so sassy?
It's my job. Thank you. I'll just leave, do my own thing. Hopefully not walk off the ship. That'd be great.
Make a perception check to see if you can find your way back
Please,
to the
no.
bedroom.
Paul, did you want to do something?
Yeah, the captain's not in his room. Can I, snoop around? Maybe find his diary?
Oh my god!
Your diary.
The door is locked.
Shoot. Maybe I can find that guy from last night and chat him up. Maybe make a friend.
Okay. Roll investigation, see if you find him.
Well,
A lot of these guys just look very familiar. It's hard to see where he is exactly, and they all seem to be busy doing their jobs around the ship.
Drats.
Dreads indeed.
Can I find anyone else? See what they're up to? From the team?
Sai is kind of just walking around.
Ah, what's Sai up to?
He
He's
has a
okay.
mop in hand. He's not mopping with it, but he has it in his hand.
I imagined it's like Patrick holding the broom upside down.
Yeah.
Scraping it on the deck.
Hey, Sai. What's up?
Oh, hey. I'm supposed to be doing something, but I don't remember exactly what that is.
Well, you're holding a mop, so I'd assume you're mopping.
He looks down at it. He's like, "Oh yeah!" And then he runs down.
He looks at the brewer, looks at the mop and jumps, startled by the fact, like, how did I get there?
Sai's not the brightest of the bunch.
How did Sai
My
make it on
only
this
rival.
crew?
You should ask him.
Is he still here, or did he run off?
He's mopping on the other side of the ship, but you still see him.
I'll catch up. I wanna know more about him.
Okay.
So how did you find yourself here, Sai? Doesn't seem like your kind of place.
Oh, see, my dad, he's like a big deal in Boston, say, and I was the prisoner for them, but then I told them that I didn't really want to go back home because it kind of sucks, and being a pirate sounds more exciting, so now I'm here.
Huh, that's really interesting. I
Mhm.
kind of respect that. You can live your own life and be your own person, so more power to you.
Yeah, sometimes, well, when the captain took me, he had a ransom for me, but my parents didn't pay it, even though they're in the upper ring, but it's okay, because I didn't want to go back anyways, you know?
Oh, well, that's unfortunate, but I'm glad you're okay with it.
Yeah. And he accidentally mops over your feet.
Oh, I think I need to dry my shoes out, so I'll catch you later.
Oh, okay, bye. I love Sai. Okay, anybody else?
Oh my
My only rival and kin.
Who's on the top deck?
Me.
I don't know.
Whoever's on the top deck,
slowly
roll
finding
perception.
my way up there.
Where's Táoqì? I was going to find him.
He's
I
on
think
the
I'm-
top.
Yeah.
Oh,
Driver
okay, then I'm also up there. Click.
What's
Okay.
happening? What?
You guys see land in the distance. It seems like you're nearing your destination, or your first destination.
Oh, there's land. Wait.
Destination on the left-hand side.
Please make a port side turn in exactly 4.7 miles.
Recalculating. Recalculating.
But Haru, you wanted to talk to Táoqì?
I mean, this isn't like urgent if you wanted to do something.
No, I was just saying that you're gonna be nearing the destination soon.
Girl, spill
Oh.
the tea. Come on.
Okay, okay. So, do I find him?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Táoqì, you wanna... I got something I want to tell you. Let's just go somewhere more private first.
Sure. You lead the way.
So I guess the only place I can think of is just our bedroom.
This is sounding very interesting.
I hope Táoqì's just like thinking as we're just walking in, just like, what's going on here?
You haven't even bought me dinner yet.
Okay. You
Okay,
guys make it to your bedroom. No one's there.
Is there a
So-
lock on the door?
No. There isn't.
Just close the door and sit in front
Okay,
of
yeah, I'm gonna close the
Just
door
put
and
a
just
sock on the
place.
doorknob.
No, I'm placing Sally just on the other side of the door.
Okay.
And I'm just like, okay. So, Kaja, I was talking to the captain here, and, she's not Kaja.
What do you mean she's not Kaja?
Apparently she's this person named Karma, and, she has her own pirate crew, and the pirates know her, because she's famous or something.
Huh. I was wondering why some of the crew was acting different towards her.
Yeah.
I didn't. I couldn't.
There was that one person, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just felt like you should know, cause she hasn't told us, so I don't know what she's up to.
I think we should keep an extra eye on her, just in case. Maybe tell the others. What do you think?
I mean, we only just met Arvine yesterday, we don't really know much about him either.
We barely know each other, bitch.
You got me there!
But it's all we have.
We had our snack run.
That's fair.
A bond like that will last a lifetime, even if I lost you in it.
I never found my cucumbers.
But we found each other.
I've got pickled cucumbers.
As Sally is our witness. I trust you with my life, Haru.
Me too. I think
So-
maybe we should tell Aki, but she's a little wild too, and she kind of killed that one girl, so I don't really know.
That's fair. And Arvine, he's such a wild card. I'm not sure how he'll take it.
Well,
He was
I I just wanted you to know. So, if you want to tell them, you can, but I'm not sure if I will yet.
I'll take your warning into consideration. Maybe it's not true, and maybe Kaja or Karma, whatever her name is, will show her true colors at some point.
Maybe.
Roll a perception check, you two. You hear some commotion up above. Táoqì, Haru, you think you hear land ho.
Oh.
Land ho?
Land
Where is she?
ho.
Ooh, land ho.
Probably outside.
Land, comma, ho.
I
For
think...
season 10, land ho. Let's
Land
head
hoes.
upstairs and catch up with the rest of the crew.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. When you walk upstairs, and you all also see that you are now docking, at Fire Fountain City. Your ship's docks have this sort of like fishery and shipping like buildings nearby, but as you look to the left of it, you see kind of like this downward slope where you see the buildings of the city, and it seems to be kind of like a circular shape, and they're all surrounding this one statue in the middle of the city.
Fancy.
Captain Crimson is going to walk up to you all, and he's going to take off his hat and scratch his chin. We can't do the operation until nightfall, so you have a couple of hours to explore the city if you wish. And he isn't just addressing this to you. A couple of the crew members are also gathering nearby, and a couple of them are like, yeah! And they start heading off to explore the city. But it is afternoon, and you are required back at the ship at nightfall to watch it.
All right.
Does anyone want to go out and explore?
Sure.
I do.
Arfid is very interested in exploring. Okay.
I just want to see things.
Anybody else? Or are you
I'm going. I'll
Haru?
tag along with Arvine.
I'll go with Táoqì if he's not too fussy.
If only you didn't cut out.
I'll say yes.
Okay.
Okay. As you're walking about the city, everyone roll me a perception check.
Okay.
And we're going to swap back.
I finally have eyes again.
Me too.
What are these rolls, guys? What happened to the threes? Okay.
That was all me, sorry.
Okay, we'll start with Táoqì. Táoqì, as you're walking about, with Kaja, I'm assuming you're all grouped up together, right?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kind of skipping along.
The city has this sort of like, it's almost like the small crevice in this land, very circular in shape. The roads are cobbled, and there's a couple of saddlemobiles here and there. You kind of get the vibe that it's a more upper class city. They have more technology. As you kind of are walking around, the main center point of the city is the large statue of Fire Lord Ozai. The previous Fire Nation Fire Lord. And as you're walking around, you see a couple of the people of the citizens kind of looking at you and judging everybody except for Aki.
I just wave. Give 'em a
Smile
big
and
smile
wave,
and wave.
boys. Just smile and wave.
But besides that, there are a couple of shops that you can go into. There, you pass by Aether Library, which is one of the larger buildings. Why are you?
Yeah, he has no fucking idea what's going on. He's just smiling and waving because people are looking.
You see Aether Library is one of the larger looking buildings. And you also see a sort of like near the statue, there's this open park area, and next to it there seems very similar to the training grounds that you saw Katsu had in his backyard, is located next to the park.
Where are we?
You are in Firestone City,
Okay.
near the statue,
Okay.
which is at the center of the city.
Yes.
The statue makes me uncomfortable.
Wait, what's that a statue of?
Fire
Fire
Lord
General.
Ozai.
Oh.
Do I notice everyone getting like weird looks except me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's not. It's very obvious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any attention is good attention. Let's go, guys. All media is good media.
Arvine is a literal, like, physical embodiment of PMA.
Everybody, roll a dex saving throw,
Excuse me.
Ooh.
except for Aki.
Oh.
My wig!
Lord, thank God. You know, I might have walked into that wall several times, but it's really.
But at least you're dexterous.
Put me in the daylight and I'm good to go.
As you guys are kind of looking at the statue and kind of uncomfortable, you see a couple of kids kind of popping out from a stand and just launching some fruit at you. Kaja, Táoqì, and Arvine, you guys dodged
Here's
the
a
fruit easily enough, but Haru, you get a tomato right onto your ribs.
Oof.
No.
One of the
Here's a
one of the
question,
kids-
actually.
You try
one
to
of the
eat the
kids
tomato.
kind of yells,
Wait.
"Oh, hail the Fire Nation!" and runs away.
Oh, I wanted to
Oh.
do something.
So
I
that's where we
wanted
go.
to do something.
Haru wants to
You
get
want-
out of here.
I wanted to see if I could do like a little fire bending and like I don't know, incinerate the fruit.
I walk over to Haru and just kind of like, oh, I got it, and I clean it off with some airbending.
Okay.
Prestidigitate the robes.
That's fine. we
Clean,
can
just
do
kind of wipe it off.
Thanks.
It's kind of like sitting above a grate. You just feel a rush of wind from below, and all the tomato kind of flies off of you.
It's just ketchup in the air now.
Ooh, shit.
I'd recommend
Can't believe
club
we've
soda.
entered the American South.
Honestly.
That's exactly where you are.
That's not good for Kaja.
I just want to leave as soon as possible.
If one kid doesn't yell firepower at us, I'm gonna be upset.
Um,
Don't reveal my plans, Tim.
can I notice Haru's in distress? Kind of help him out. Maybe find our way back to the ship. We may not be the most welcome.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can head back to the ship.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'll probably go too.
Aki and Aveen, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm not bothered, and clearly Arvine isn't either.
Yeah. I just kids. I used to do that too. I just kind of keep walking. What was the Fire Nation business? I'm kind of hungry.
I want dumplings.
I could go for a good.
Please
sandwich.
bring dumplings for Kaja.
Bitch, you assume I have money.
Oh, Kaja has all the money.
Kind of to the left of the statue, there's a restaurant called Fire Right.
Okay.
Fire right.
Fire Right.
Ooh, I bet they have good grill. Let's go. Barbecue.
It's like a nice Korean barbecue place.
Oh.
In fact, what they sell as you walk in, one of their main dishes is roasted duck.
I was gonna say I would love it if it were like frozen treats, but okay.
Okay, go off.
Sounds.
No, no, no.
Roasted duck.
I
Roasted
look at
duck.
the menu prices first things.
Same.
A plate of roasted duck is gonna cost you 5 silver.
Okay, yeah, I can
It's
do
not
that.
high end.
Sick.
You mean turtle duck?
I turn around and count the people here. Did anyone follow Aki and I, or did they like? No.
They all went back to the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You
table for
turn
two?
around to count, and it's
Table for
only
two?
Aki.
Yep. 1, 2.
No.
Table for 2.
The waitress at the front, she looks at Arvine and
Kind of weak.
then at Aki and kind of mentally is deciding, and then shows you all to a table. Right this way. And she sets you in a booth pretty far from the rest of the clientele.
Oh, I got put in the back.
The really musty, crusty corner booth at the way back of the restaurant.
You see some scratches on the table. There's like a heart with some initials.
If it's dusty, I'd kind of clean it off like I did the rogue.
R and F forever.
And then a waiter comes up to you. You see, and his name tag says Mahir.
Here.
Mahir, and he's like, welcome to Firelight. What can I get you? And he lays the menu onto the table. A lot of they're just regular Fire Nation dishes. The only thing that really sticks out the most is obviously the roast duck, but they also have some airbending dishes that you wouldn't expect. They have steamed tofu.
Nice.
Shit.
Can
For
I get?
racist, I sure like other nations' cuisine.
I'll take a roasted duck and surprise me with the drink, big guy.
You said this to a small teenage boy.
That's fine.
Harvey, no.
No, this is just how he talks to people. He has to drum up a crowd.
he,
This
he,
is-
he writes it down, and for you, ma'am.
Duck.
Alrighty, and then he walks away.
He walks away and that was probably patronizing, wasn't it? Oh well.
Yes,
roll perception checks.
All right.
Oh, nope.
They go and spit in your food. Oh wow, y'all.
D9.
Is the lighting bad in here, or
No, it's just me.
it's in the corner, so there's no.
Yeah, this is the dim corner.
If we're
Um,
looking for people, I'm definitely like just kind of looking at the building, going,
The patrons don't really notice you since you're all the way in the back.
In economy
But
seating.
since you are in the back, you notice right next to you there's a large banner. Go ahead, roll me history checks.
"Oh, my forte."
Bonk.
Oh,
Aki,
That's me.
you recognize this being the Phoenix King logo that Firelord Ozai used before his demise.
Oh, that's a cool flag.
It's not.
You see, you see some words written on the bottom of the banner that say, "Make the Fire Nation great again."
who just left? Sean left. Sean.
And that is all you notice.
Hey, what's up?
They're
I'm
like-
Arvine. I'm 21. I never fucking learned how to read.
See like a small maiden in the Earth Kingdom tag on it.
Oh god.
Yeah. You didn't roll enough high enough perception for that, but
But it's there.
it's
Just know that Aki doesn't know it's there.
there.
It's got a cool design. Nice, powerful red with some clean lettering. I like it. It's good. I don't know what the message means, but yeah, did they decline or something? Okay, it's fine. It's a cool sign.
The teenage Mahir walks back, and he has your ducks, and he hands you a soda,
Awesome.
regular soda.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Oh man, where did that cough come from? I'm dying.
If you think Arvine would think of that, then you are absolutely mistaken.
I wish I had that picture.
Okay, as the rest are going back to the ship, roll perception checks.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, hold on.
Do you have eyes?
I'm sorry, I'm filling out my pay voucher for work.
Only in the back of my head.
I do have those for now.
Haru, you see the same looks that you were getting before, and you kind of get the sense that they really don't like you here. Kaja, you notice that there are a lot of anti other nation propaganda kind of stirred around. There's imagery of the water bending spirit being killed by General Zhao. It's not a pleasant sight. A lot of the kids and the adults are wearing traditional Fire Nation clothing.
I definitely don't think. Maybe we are better off staying on the ship.
You guys get back to the ship. The captain, he seems like he didn't expect you to be back so early, but he just He just waves at you guys and goes back to planning for his mission. Arvine and Aki, at your establishment, Mahir comes back with the check and sets it in front of Aki. And says, "Thank
I
you."
wear the pants in this relationship, Arvine. They know I'm the top.
That's fair.
He roll an insight check, both of you.
Wow. Oh my god.
As expected of Arvine.
You don't notice anything.
Oh my god. It's so unfortunate.
Can't believe we're gonna get shanked on the way out.
Nah, they just jacked up our price. You're paying a 20% tip. Guaranteed.
I'm putting 5 silver on the table and getting up and leaving.
Yeah, I'll put my 5 silver on the table too.
All right.
Quickly.
How are you?
leaving.
You're quickly leaving.
The
Okay.
building.
The entire time, like, well, why are we? Okay, wait up.
So you guys are quickly exiting through the main street. I assume.
Sure.
So what's next?
So
I just
as you guys are hastily walking back to the ship, you do
As-
not notice that some of the people seem to be closing their windows and doors.
Huh.
Oh.
Is there a storm coming? Licks his finger and holds it up. Doesn't seem okay.
Storms are coming, boy.
A man approaches the both of you and tugs on Arvine's shirt.
Whoa.
Hey,
I
man.
forgot what Arvine was wearing for a second.
Hey.
Tugs on the collar of Arvine's shirt and pulls him back. Aki, roll a perception check.
Come on, eyes.
You notice that this guy is wearing a symbol on his left arm.
God.
It is a black circle with a red bird on it.
Oh
On
god,
a
now we have to
scale
fight the
from 1 to
neo-Nazis.
Yeah.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how large is this hood?
Of what?
Of his
Of
robes.
you? Of his robes? Not very large. It's a standard hood size.
Okay.
You,
Yeah, no,
you go for a KKK
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
there.
yeah, absolutely. I like if he grabs my collar, I just kind of like flick his hand off and turn around and hold out my hand to shake it. Say, "Hey, how's it going? Good to meet you.
He takes out his knife
Less good to meet you."
and he kind
I
of points
jump
it
back.
towards you. You're not welcome here. Leave.
I just turn around and I say, that's the plan.
He sees the red clothing on Aki, puts his knife away, but still has this intimidating presence about him, and he points to Arvine, but is speaking to you, Aki, and says, "His kind aren't welcome here."
I'm not instigating anything.
Bitch, I am.
Just-
I take out my whip
Ooh.
and I just kind of like I take the whip off of my hip and just kind of. You want to explain why?
The old hip whip.
He kind of make an intimidation check.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
He takes a step back and whistles with his fingers, and 5 more guys appear.
As soon as he takes a step back, I fucking book it.
Yep.
Alright, roll acrobatics.
Oh god, this again?
Acrobatics or
Okay.
athletics? Because we're booking it.
You choose.
Do some flips out of there.
Mine was a very abrupt turn.
Just cartwheels. He's cartwheeling away.
Whee! Circus folk.
So their main issue is with Arvine. So they're trying to be on his tail, but Arvine manages to book it. Aki, you fall a little behind, but the crew doesn't seem to be paying attention to you.
Oh, I didn't go back to my room, so I would assume I would still have my bow over my shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Arvine, you make it back to the docks. I'm assuming you're going into the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, so you book it onto the ship. The crew, as soon as they see the ship's flag, stop and turn around.
Book it onto the shrimp.
When I hit the ship, I'm taking a shot.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Oh my.
Are you gonna kill a person?
Aki can relate.
Okay, so Jesus. So you just fucking you see
And
Aki
I
here.
yell, "Nice explanation!"
Aki, as soon as you reach the dock, you notice that the crew members are running back, but you see Arvine on the ship just lets one of his arrows loose, and it lands right on the guy's head next to you. And he falls onto the ground. The other crew members kind of just look and book it.
Did he fucking die?
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Right
That's
between.
a headshot. That's a critical
He
headshot.
got a critical hit.
Jesus Christ.
That's
How did the dice work fucking perfectly for that entire roleplay session for me to be a dumbass and then snap?
You made one
the
mistake.
captain
and that was
of
touching my
Captain Crimson sees this commotion
Oh.
happening, sees that you shot one of his rival crew members, turns to look at you, and smacks you across the face.
oh.
Or tries to. Roll a dex saving throw. Okay.
That's
You walk back, but he's still, some of the force still hits you, but not enough to take damage. And he's like, "What the hell were you thinking?"
Self-defense. That's it. Plain and simple.
"You just ruined everything." And he storms away. He goes to his crew, and they're kind of just.
Did I miss an order other than be back here by nightfall?
And he goes back to his crew, and they leave. And he turns around and he says, "Watch the ship." So it seems like they're making their plans a little earlier than intended. So it is the sun's setting right now. It's a beautiful purple pink in the sky. But you are all on the ship, and you have been told to watch it.
I'm in the crow's nest. Like, I just go sit in the crow's nest.
Okay. It's the captain before, when he was telling Kaja about the plans, would have mentioned that they're gonna be gone pretty much all night. So we could do 3 shifts for people looking out. So who's gonna do that?
Should we like do it in pairs?
Absolutely.
Who's on first watch? Who's on second watch?
I'm already in the crow's nest. You guys want me to take first watch? I mean, I'll do whatever.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. Who's on
Why?
Overwatch? No
Who's on?
one.
I said first watch.
No, I
Okay.
think I'll take a shift with Haru. Whenever that is.
Okay. Who's gonna?
Don't
So-
like that.
Arvin's on first shift. Who's on second?
I'll
go
be on
down
second.
shift.
Alright. So then
Táoqì will be on
Haru-
second. Aki is on second.
Yep.
And
Haru.
Haru
Who's
and
on
Kaja
third?
are on third. Okay. Jesus.
I guess so.
Roll
God, no
perception,
saying.
Arvin.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm mostly just pouting and seething, like sitting down inside the crow's nest. Occasionally I'll look-
You're busy complaining about the events that happened, so you don't really pay attention to what's going on.
Well, you have one
But
job.
nothing seems to happen while you're doing your shift. While the shifts are going, while Alvin's shift is going on, did any of you want to do anything?
No.
Aren't we sleeping?
You wanted to
Yeah.
sleep?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
can
same.
recover your hit points then. Alright. Second watch was Aki and Táoqì. So, roll. You could either do one with advantage, or you can both roll. But up to you.
You make the call, Táoqì.
I'll roll with advantage.
Okay.
Perception?
You notice some people are walking around the docks, but there have been people walking about all day pretty much. Some fishermen, maybe.
Nothing unusual, so I don't think I'll pay any mind to it.
Okay. Everybody else is sleeping, correct? Okay.
Yeah?
Well,
Absolutely.
from the crowd, you're going to see a couple of figures are kind of shifting here and there and are walking closer to the ship.
I'm booking and waking everyone up.
Okay.
I'll stay here while Aki does that.
You
I'm-
hear 3 bells, and a swarm of people hop onto the ship.
Oh,
Oh boy!
It
I'm
is time for you all to roll initiative.
Oh,
Wait
damn
one
it.
sec, I need to pee before combat happens.
So I can't sleep.
Oh, you don't
shit.
do the innate initiative. So okay, there you go.
Wow, twinning.
Oh, look. That's a
Oh.
ship.
Oh, let me zoom out. Oh!
Oh.
Why can't I see Arvin's health bar?
We've never been able to see RVs.
Well,
I don't know
Nah.
why.
There you go.
I can't edit the deeper stuff. Sorry.
Kaja,
Yeah.
that swashbuckler's coming in handy, huh?
Yeah, for real. This 7 initiative, damn.
Oh shit. That's good.
Oh, Aki.
Oh,
Guys really
me!
went in order.
She's like half asleep. So.
oh yeah, we did roll in order.
Yeah. Easier for me. Let me bring up the enemies. TN.
Let me start looking at these spells.
Okay. So Kaja,
Yes.
you are woken up abruptly by Aki, and you see a couple of the other rival pirate crew onto the ship.
Oh, lovely. I'd say I'm surprised.
It is your turn.
Alright, well, I can move. Cheers, where I want to go. I still can't reach them, but that's okay.
Oh, those aren't barrels. Those are people.
Those are
Oh
people.
my god. Yeah, they're
non-benders.
Mm-hmm. Is that gonna end your turn?
Yeah, I guess so. Do they recognize me, or are they too lowly to know?
They don't recognize you,
Okay.
or at least you can't tell. Okay, then it's Arvin's turn.
And I still should have like 5 or 10 feet, so I'll go over here, and then do any of them look more menacing than the others, or would Arvin know?
Besides the person firebending right now, nope.
He's gonna target that motherfucker,
Okay.
and he is using a banishing arrow.
Jesus.
What?
Fuck, dude.
Okay, so you see Arvin get up onto the higher level. He shoots one of what seems to be a regular arrow, but when it hits the firebender in front, the firebender just seems to vanish.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
There's this green glow that surrounds him when the arrow hits, and then he's gone.
And then I
The what?
fuck him up.
Dio, what happened?
Dio, what is that? Nothing. Okay.
It's like the whisper bow damage.
Oh, okay. Then it would be either Táoqì or Haru's turn.
Do you wanna
please,
go
after
first?
You, I insist.
After you. Oh.
Okay, then let me see who's in range. Okay, I want to start my turn by using aid. So here it is. To fucking there. So I'm gonna use it on myself, Táoqì, and Kaja.
Okay.
So we all get 5 more hit points.
Good.
Cool. Let me put that down.
Like temporary hit points.
Yeah, temporary.
Sick.
Okay.
And where's my movement? I'm gonna go. Wait, is this the staircase?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go chill. Actually, I'm behind cover. I'm gonna chill right there. And I'm done.
Alright. Táoqì?
I'm also gonna move sort of behind cover
Okay.
and try to aim at the first dude here, closest to Kaja.
Okay.
Wait, so should I add the 5?
Under temporary.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with throwing crystal.
Okay.
Boop.
People in your long range.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Just wait till I add the gun to my peg leg.
I can't wait.
Táoqì runs next to Haru, kind of leans against the cover, and there's a throwing crystal from behind cover, and just pierces this guy in the leg, and he yells in pain. But that would be the end of your turn, and it is now their turn. This guy's gonna walk away from Kaja,
Oh,
You come back here and face the facts.
and he's
Get over
going to pull out his bow and aim for Táoqì.
Would that be partial
Kaja,
cover?
you did it now.
Not with where he's standing.
that's a pretty clear shot.
16? Does that hit? Táoqì?
How do I?
What's your AC?
no. 17.
Okay, alright. So he shoots an arrow and it whizzes right next to your head. This guy's gonna walk up to you and he's going to attack you with his sword. Which is, it hits. And you take 4 slashing damage. He kind of walks up to you and slices you right across one of your arms.
Can't be like that.
And then this guy, let's see. Yep. This guy's gonna see Aki and walk up to her and try to attack with his sword.
Sure
Which
hits.
is okay. 15.
Yeah, that hits.
4 damage.
I should click off of the ruler so that I can actually click things. Bonk.
Bonk. Okay.
Bonk on the head.
Bonk on the head.
These 3 are gonna walk up to kind of surround Kaja, and the 2 that are within range are going to attack you.
So scary.
– 17.
Yep. It's
Another 4 slashing damage. And this other guy is... Oh, that's a critical. And... another 4.
wait. So how many have I? Was I hit before this? I spaced out.
Yeah, so in total it's 12 damage.
Okay, so 12 minus 5 is 7. 24 minus 17, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry, the temporary hit points are...
Okay.
Oops.
And that is... And this guy is... gonna walk up next to his buddy.
There we go.
And also aim for Táoqì, which he misses. And he also has a bow. Kind of whizzes past you. And that is the end of their turn. Banishing arrow, is it on their turn? Or...
I wrote it up there. I think it's on.
At the
At
end,
the end of
its
its next turn. Okay, so then... this guy's gonna reappear back in existence. Very confused.
Nice.
Me too.
Oh god, what happened?
Okay, now it is Aki's turn.
I am going to rage.
Okay.
And then
Don't
I'm
get
just
mad, get angry.
gonna... Yeah. I'm gonna try to smack the guy in front of me with the fire blade.
Okay. That hits. that.
Tell me I decapitated a man again.
That is just enough to kill him.
Oh,
You hear me scream.
You
I'm
see
aiming for
Aki
the chest. I
just
do a chest slash, so I'm not decapitated.
yell and then slash this guy across the chest, and he just doubles back.
I'm literally watching this happen in front of me.
Sure
are
are.
you surprised?
Little bit of
It's like,
blood
again?
splatters on the ground next to him.
this again.
To be fair, they're not corrupted.
Yeah, they are attacking us, but I'm still like, did they have to die?
Alright,
Is what
that's
I'm-
the end of Aki's turn, I'm assuming, unless you'd like to
So
move.
I'm gonna. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna. Oh, he's dead. So I'm gonna go over and just kind of counter surround.
Alright, it is now Kaja's turn.
I can't do anything if you surround them.
Sure.
You know, I will hit this one. Nope, sorry, I had the wrong. This one.
Okay.
I had the
This
arrow.
one?
Yes, this one. I'm gonna use.
Are you rogue?
That one.
Yes.
Are you a rogue?
Mm-hmm.
Good question.
Yes. Your sneak attack, though.
My sneak attack.
If you attack this guy, right, you'd get sneak attack.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't know.
because you have an ally adjacent.
Yep.
That's what I
And
want.
if Aki wasn't there at all, you would also get sneak attack because of your swashbuckler.
Swashbuckler gets sneak attack whenever the enemy doesn't have any allies by it.
Ah,
You're a 1v1 expert now.
Alright. Well, I mean, I guess I'll attack this one.
okay.
What do I
Yeah,
do?
fancy new dagger or just roll your attack.
Alright, I'll do that.
That misses.
Oof.
But since you made an attack, you can disengage without taking an opportunity attack.
I want to.
Cancel the
Okay.
out.
You're gonna run away?
Nah, you know what? No, she's no pussy. She's standing there. She's whole.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I've
die.
dealt with you pirate fuckers before! I'll do it again!
I'm gonna die.
It's typical for a rogue not to be in the thick of battle.
Fine.
Which,
Alright, I'll leave. Damn. I don't know. How far can I go?
30 feet.
It's a little bit of divine intervention there.
I guess I'll go. Can I just
Just
go?
a word of advice.
Listen, I've only played a fighter before, so I guess I'll just go over here.
Okay.
I don't know, Kaja was a cleric. Got intervention from the religious senpai.
Arvine, it's
Called
your
them a
turn.
bitch directly.
Arvine,
Yep. I'm.
you are. If you roll on that one, you're gonna hit Kaja.
Do it, coward.
Just let it happen.
I throw my hand up and catch the arrow.
Oh,
I'm gonna go for the one right here.
Okay.
Actually, that's a lie.
Which one are you attacking? This
The
one?
one right in front of him. Yeah.
Okay.
Aki.
That hits.
ugh.
25 to hit and 5 damage.
I need to go soon. My neck is killing me. I really still sound in pain.
We can finish after the battle. It's over. Okay, so you see Arvine hit another arrow ding, right onto his leg,
Ding.
into the knee,
Yeah,
perhaps.
Mr. Shimada really got nerfed.
And then I'm going to. How high is this rail?
It's not a rail. It's just to show elevation.
Okay. How high is the elevation? If I were to jump off and run
It's
forward.
like 2 feet.
No, okay. Yeah. And I'm gonna run up here.
Okay.
Just kind of keep an eye out.
I gotta tell you, the planks on the ship are really fucking.
Could probably get like.
with the grid.
Here.
Yeah, I don't want to go too far. I'm just gonna kind of.
Okay.
That's a lie.
So then it would be Haru's turn.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh fuck. Okay. Let me. Oh fuck, my character sheet. Let me fix it.
She's been snatched.
Oh no, girl. What's wrong with you? There we go. I fixed it. I would like to go, like, over here.
Just wash them off the deck.
You gotta
let me
clean
just
the
go
poop
around.
deck.
And then I want to use. I think my whip was what my mace was, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use that.
Okay. On which one?
This boy.
Okay. That does not hit.
What a shame. Well, I'm here. I'm existing.
Alright, then it's Táoqi's turn.
Okay. So let's see. I
It's an
I'm
action.
gonna move
Correct.
closer here, so I'm
Okay.
not too in the thick. And go for this little dude.
Okay.
Thread that needle. All right, let's go.
We're gonna try. Crystal Dagger.
That hits.
Sweet.
You see Táoqì run across to the other side of the of the cover and sling another crystal dagger, and it sinks right into this guy's heart, and he collapses.
Well- I mean, they did attack us.
You're right.
Can you think of all the money we could get
Self-defense.
having had to deal with these asshats?
Good point.
You're right.
The captain would appreciate them dead. Alright, so now that the firebender is back into existence,
He does have a status effect on him, right?
no.
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 He's just
for some
back.
reason I thought I read that he was like confused when he gets back in.
He's gonna walk over here and fireball Haru,
Oh, hey, what's poppin'?
which is a 17. Does that hit?
No.
Okay. He whiffs his fireball. Still a little confused as to from where he vanished off to. And then this guy is going to come over here and try to slice Aki, which is a 22.
That doesn't hit.
You take 6 damage as he slices one of your legs. This guy's gonna step over his dead friend.
Well, that's kind
Oh.
of rude.
Oh, what? But there we go.
Just behind.
Alright, and he's gonna attack Aki as well.
Hey, don't I get a free attack or
You
something?
do. You do get a free
Okay.
attack.
Okay.
That is also
do
a
it to him.
22. Jesus Christ. Take another 4
God's
damage.
using divine like manipulation.
Half to 2 or 4?
What's that?
I was just asking, since you're raging, was that half to 2?
Can I half damage like that?
When you're raging, you have physical damage whenever you
Oh
take
yeah,
it.
absolutely.
the fuck is this?
Okay. And you take opportunity attack, Haru?
Yeah, I don't remember what these two things were originally, but I think this is a melee weapon.
Ice Spike.
Because I have Ice Spike and Water Whip, and I remember one of these was a mace, and the other was something.
I think ice.
Ice Spike would be the mace, yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Maybe
don't-
Water Whip was like a dagger.
Well, that hits.
Click.
This guy. That is enough to kill him.
Oh goody. Wait, did I kill him before or after he attacked Táoqì?
After he
Okay.
already made his attack, you see him lunge forward with his sword, and then you see an ice spike kind of emerge from the ground, and now he's just an ice kebab.
Yeah.
He's dead, and this guy's gonna take an attack on Haru, which is 17 again. Haru, you're getting so lucky.
Doesn't hit me.
Okay. These two are going. This one is going to shoot at Haru, and this one over here is going to shoot at Táoqì. That is a 7 to Haru and a 20 to Táoqì. This arrow is going to pierce right into your foot, and you take 5 damage.
There goes your extra HP.
Okay.
Oh.
Half of your health?
How is that half your health?
I had 30 max health plus the 5 temporary.
So that would be your temporary, so you would still have 30.
Oh, so didn't I get 20 hits?
No. That was
No,
the
you
attack
said-
roll.
When she
The
says
damage roll was
yeah,
5.
when she says
Oh,
20 to hit,
okay,
she's just
I'm
asking
sorry.
if
Yeah,
it hits.
yeah.
Yeah, the first number contests your armor class, your AC.
It's 20 to hit, as in, like, that's
Doesn't
gonna
hit.
contest your AC.
Gotcha.
Okay, and that is the end of their turn. So it is now Aki's turn.
I'm turning to the guy that's like right up there.
Okay.
Fireblade.
Okay. That hits.
Oh, what? Bonk.
Link bonk.
Are you just always raging?
If I rage, it lasts until I get knocked, or if one of my turns passes and I don't take
or
or
deal
deal damage.
Okay, so Aki does another yell and slices this guy with her fire dagger, but he's still standing. with
Bonus.
his shirt burning.
Bonus action, I wanna just unarmed strike him.
Okay, come.
So how was it that we did that again? It's shit, I had it written down. It's
D20
1
plus...
d20 plus proficiency plus strength, right?
Yes.
1d20. Is there anything I can type like plus, or do I
You could do
just?
plus, yeah, you could do plus your proficiency and your strength modifier.
How do I type that out?
Just you just add the plus sign and whatever number.
Oh, gotcha. So plus proficiency. I don't think I have proficiency in that. And then strength would be plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be plus 7 because I'm raging, or how does that work? Or is it that? No, that's not how that works. Is that, Taylor?
Sorry, what?
Is there any rage benefit on an unarmed strike?
If you do damage with a
Would it be plus-
melee attack, it's your strength, which I believe is plus 5, plus
Yep.
your rage damage, which is 2. So
So
it'd be
1d5
1
plus 7, or 1d20 plus 7. No, this is just seeing.
No, that's just to hit. You don't do your rage with to see if it hits.
So we're just doing 1d20 to see if it hits first.
Yes, and then yeah.
Okay.
That does not hit.
So,
Oh.
well. A
Even
swing and a
with
miss!
even with the +5 strength?
Do I add that to the hit roll?
You wouldn't add your proficiency, but you would add the strength, the base modifier, I believe.
D20, so it'd be +5 to that.
The math. Then that would hit. Yes.
Okay.
Why don't we just make the unarmed strike like
We
an
were
attack?
gonna, and then I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then what's the damage roll for it?
1d. Fucking. Isn't it just your strength plus
Oh, strength
your
plus
rage?
rage.
Yep.
Okay, so that'd be 7.
Okay. So that is enough to kill.
Took us a little bit, but we got there.
You slice him with your fire dagger, and then you deck him with your other fist, and he flops onto the ground. After Aki's turn, you guys notice the water shifting towards the right side of the ship, and then a person. It's kind of like a water tornado shoots out from the right, and a person plops onto the deck.
Oh.
Excuse me?
And she's going to attack. Actually, she's gonna move forward a little bit, and then she's going to use the ocean water around her to try to shove Arvine off of the ship.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Kind of like using that water tornado from before and
Is
just
this,
gearing it
is this
towards.
something that, Sonic would be able to do too?
It's not
Or is
in.
this just for lore
It doesn't.
purposes?
He doesn't know how to do it.
Okay.
He could learn how to do it, but he doesn't know right now.
Okay.
Okay. So Arvine, I need you to roll a dex saving throw.
Nope.
This lady pops from out of nowhere, and she's adorning the same clothing Fire Nation, but she's a waterbender, and she
What?
just shoots Arvine straight off the boat. So now
like-
Arvine
This is like a
in
black-
the water.
This is like a Black Clan member.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Fire bean.
Alright, and it is now Kaja's turn.
Oh boy. Alright. I'm going to this bitch. Hey, bitch.
Kick her ass.
Can I just, like, shove, like, my foot in her face and just, like, kick her off the fucking boat? Probably.
She's a little far away, and you don't have any
it's a-
You
bending.
can't kick somebody
Strong
15
kick.
feet.
I would say if you hit a nat 20, then
Oh.
yeah.
No,
But
I'm
that'll
not.
be your action, so I don't know if you want to
No,
risk
no.
it.
No. It's not happening.
Stab her.
Yeah, dragon dagger. Please hit. Please, God. Oh,
Dragon Dagon.
Ooh, that hits. So she sees you approaching and tries to use some of her water as a shield, but you're a bender. So you're not a bender, so your dagger just goes right through the water
Okay.
and slices her across the chest. And as you do this, you notice after you slice her, there's like burned marks surrounding the wound, and
Oh,
when you pull the dagger out, it's glowing like it just came out of being forged.
oh,
Just like yellow orange around the blade.
Does this get sneak attack?
It does.
Did you say he had sneak attack?
It does get sneak attack.
oh. What does that mean?
surprise, bitch. I'm
Um,
good at this.
You get bonus
Extra
damage.
+2
Uh,
or something like that.
no,
Plus two.
I'm a fool.
plus Is it 1d6 or 2d6?
Yeah, it's a 1d6.
It
1d6.
levels up. It levels up whenever spell levels, max spell level does for spellcasters. So it's 2d6 right now. At level 3, it goes to 2d6. At level 5, it goes to 3d6. So on and so forth.
Okay, so
Okay.
2d6. God damn. How much is that? I don't know how to do math.
I don't know either.
17 damage.
17 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She is looking a little shocked and worse for wear, but she's still standing and is now
she finish her.
I'm on
looking
it.
at you angrily. It is now Arvine's turn.
Oh.
I can't believe Arvane's gonna get eaten by a sea monster.
How high is the boat's
Oh.
poop deck from where I'm at? How long is it going to take for me to climm up or find a ladder?
It's like 15 feet of movement to get back to the ship, I'll say.
Okay.
Just because of rigorous swimming.
Okay. And then climbing?
That'll be 10 feet of movement. So you have 5 feet left to walk.
Take a leisurely step forward. This is as far as I'm allowed to go.
He's an archer.
I'm going to, I'm gonna just kind of duck behind, use this cannon as cover,
Okay.
and shoot the firebender again.
The fire? Okay.
Yeah, the firebender.
That's quite a shot.
No, sorry, I'm gonna shoot the waterbender.
Okay.
You hear a Kaja, duck! And it's like cough up some fucking water.
Duck, where?
An
I'm also
entire
going to,
fish.
The whole-
If he
the
rolls
little-
a nat one, I'm gonna say a duck
I-
where. Okay, that hits barely.
She needs to make a 13 DC charisma saving throw, or she's fucking yeeted to the.
She's dead.
It doesn't matter.
So
Transport her corpse.
She gets shot with the arrow, falls to the ground, and her
you
corpse
get
is
shot
just
to
like.
the arrow. You see like this weird fading in and out, but her dead body eventually is on the floor with an arrow.
And then I'm going to action surge
Okay.
and pop up and fucking shoot this motherfucker.
Okay.
So help me if I get shot.
That hits.
Ooh-wee.
And that kills him.
Hell yeah! Look at you, you fucking weasel, just popping
So,
up and shooting.
Arvine gets smacked into the ocean water.
today!
The
And
brine
then
ruining his outfit.
he comes back onto the boat, coughing up water, tells Kaja to duck, kills the waterbender that showed up out of nowhere, and then turns around and pierces the firebender's heart.
if
It
they were
is
a
now Haru's turn.
What'd you say, Sonic?
What if they were a couple? The water and firebender.
Then
This
they
is
died
not
together.
gay.
To the heart!
Haru, it's your turn.
I'm gonna use ice spike on the dude in front of me.
That hits.
More ibuprofen.
He takes it like a champ. Still
He's been
standing,
stabbed
looking
before.
at you, and he doesn't give a fuck.
Fair enough.
Táoqì, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move here and just start smacking. Go Earth Strike on this guy.
Due to the fact that you do not have any earth, I'm gonna go ahead and say
Nothing from like the pier
Can
that
I-
we're moored at.
Can I bend the cannonball Earth?
The cannonball Earth.
Are you a metal bender?
Are you a metal bender?
I mean, I've always been wanting to be.
Try,
But
believe in
you're
yourself.
not.
In my dreams.
Like, really aren't. You're near enough to the land where you could possibly get like some fucking sand or something. So I'm gonna say roll your
My
attack
eyes.
with disadvantage.
Okay.
That does not hit. You see, Táoqì is on wood on a docked ship.
Like a fish out of water.
He tries to pull some sand, but the strength of his strike doesn't reach far enough, and the sand just kind of falls into the water.
Mhm.
And
gave it a shot.
with that, this guy is going to do a strike against you as well as his partner. Boop, boop, boop. Which both miss. They're really bad marksmen. This guy in front of you is going to try to attack Haru.
Fair enough.
18. Does that hit?
Yeah.
You take 6 slashing damage.
Goodbye, temporary health. I'll miss you.
Also, did I take any damage from getting fucking yeeted off the ship?
No, you just got yeeted off the ship.
Like swept your feet out and just kind of pulled you in.
Yeah. It's purely a knockback spell.
It's a utility spell.
Yeah. Okay. It was to make a dramatic entrance. She's
Yeah,
It was
dramatic.
a gentle yeeting.
No, she was dramatic.
She was dramatic, right? She's
Past
dead.
tense.
Alright,
She's not anything now except dead.
So that ends their turn. It is now Aki's turn.
Just hopping over this guy right there.
Come.
And I'm gonna fire blade. Surprise!
Come.
That hits.
Wow, really?
Definitely hits.
Wow.
And that is enough to kill him. Aki and I are being really just fucking demolishing here.
Team kill.
Hey, listen, I did 17 damage. And that's
You're
enough
right,
for
you're
me.
right. Okay, well, it is your
I
turn.
still have 20 more feet.
Yeah.
My turn? Oh, shit.
Are you gonna
Oops.
wait? You're
No.
gonna walk up.
I can't really go all the way over. So,
You could try to yeet your
End of my
dagger.
turn, I move
my
like
dagger.
here.
I don't want it going off the boat.
Can't rogues dash as a bonus action?
They can.
Oh. Nobody told me that.
Surprise!
In your character sheet.
He's in pain. He can't be expected to read.
How much is a dash?
30 extra feet.
Okay.
I do like the tasteful chicken here, or turkey.
I bet it's actually pretty tasteless. It's fun to see.
It's got that salt brine.
Okay, that's
Just dangle it off the back of the ship for a day.
I want Aki's help, so I'm gonna go over there. That's my bonus action.
Mhm.
Together we are strong.
Oh, wow. I didn't know Aki was Arya. I guess the dragon dagger was pretty fun, so... you know, she wasn't.
Oh, oops. Didn't mean to
Roll
click
me
it.
a 1d20.
What?
Oof.
What?
Roll me a 1d20. You heard me, bitch.
You
Oh
heard
no.
Um,
I don't like this.
so you try to come at this guy, and you lose grip of your dagger, and it ends up falling somewhere over here.
God damn it.
Not necessarily off the ship, but out of your hands.
So technically, she'd still have another dagger, right?
Yeah.
I
Just
do.
not the dragon dagger.
So
I have a cutlass, actually.
Cut blast.
that would end your turn because you used bonus action attack.
Yeah.
So then it is Arbine's turn.
Okay.
Sounds a bob.
Let me look at
It
something
is,
real
isn't
quick. That changes my plans. Okay. Never mind. I'm going to run over here. That was 30 feet.
Okay.
Yep. And just kind of like fucking start like pull out my bow and not even like I'm gonna just kind of, all right, you're outnumbered. I wouldn't do it. And point it at those guys and try and intimidate them to stand the fuck down.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion, okay. Do that.
Since you're being like, I wouldn't do it. So you're talking to both of them?
Yeah.
They look at their fallen comrades, and they're reasonable. They start booking it, and they disappear.
Wow, that was easy. Alright then.
You killed most of the crew, so at least they still get their poor marksman.
Yep.
And
Guys, I just got this bow. It's weighted really weird.
Getting
I don't think the string's drawn properly.
Now
Wanna-
with
I want to pile up the bodies.
bodies.
I want to investigate the waterbender.
Me too.
Okay,
That's
roll
Have they got any
investigation.
money on
And I'm looking
Roll
at
investigation.
I'm looking at the firebender.
Oh wait, I rolled disadvantage.
That's fine. I'll take the
Woo!
first one anyways.
21. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I find some
Everybody
pocket money.
relax.
I got a net 20 on
Okay.
investigation.
Táoqì and Haru, you're investigating the waterbender, right?
Yeah.
So you saw that she had the Fire Nation clothes. She has this like fancy looking medallion around her neck, as well as a bottle where she stores some extra water. But besides that, she doesn't have anything else.
Can I take both of those, like, and just like get this medallion?
You can take the medallion. Yeah. It has leather straps that are used for the neck, and it has the Water Nation symbol on it, but it's not an engagement necklace, if that's what you're thinking. It has like this dark blue, and then it's sort of like in the middle there's like this light.
Would oh. Is this like any kind of like common water tribe jewelry?
It is not.
Interesting.
So let's say 21 investigation, you find a good bit amount of gold since these guys didn't pop out of the water. They were carrying pouches, and you accumulate around 15 gold pieces as well as 5 silver pieces. You're not gonna share that with the crew?
What? What happened?
Kaja?
Oh, hey, sorry.
You got 15 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces from the bodies, all of them.
Do I see?
You just kind of speed loot the
Táoqì.
gold.
Do I see Kaja find gold?
Roll perception.
I mean,
It's obvious that she's looking for gold and pocketing it. She's right in front of you.
we can take a few pieces, sure. And Táoqì, I guess, since he ran.
As much as they'll give me.
I'll give you both 5.
Sweet.
Arvine, what are you investigating?
I want my arrow back.
uh,
And then I'll just kind of check for general stuff that looks interesting and fun or expensive.
well, Kaja took all of their gold pouches. A lot of them are wearing golden rings, and all of them have the insignia that you've seen around the ship. And besides that, just nothing on their bodies.
All right. So, do I get the arrow that took the fire bender back to the spirit world?
Yes.
Back. Okay. Awesome. And I put it back in the quiver.
Can I take one of their arm insignias?
You can. Yeah.
I'd
What
like
are you
to.
taking that for?
Maybe some espionage? You never know.
Huh. You know,
Alright.
I'm sure I know where you stand.
That looks fun, and I want to do the same. Just kind of.
So as you guys finish this battle, you see the captain and his crew returning from the horizon, and he sees the commotion on the deck and sees you all kind of rifling through the bodies. And he looks at Kaja and says, "Well, looks like you're in that cold after all." And then gestures for Kaja only to follow him.
Oh. Okay.
You're getting
And-
some chicken dinner. Winner,
And
winner.
He's gonna lead you to the upper, to his chambers, over here.
Right.
And as he unlocks the door and you walk in, there is so much gold
Oh.
in this room. There's a bed that is the only thing that you can see that tells you that this is a bedroom. And then there's just a bunch of golden items. There's vases, there's statues, there's necklaces, and he walks over to a chest that you can carry, and he hands it to you.
Oh. Well,
And inside of it, there is 200 gold pieces.
holy shit. Okay. Alright. Well, it's good doing business with you. I mean, if you ever need us to watch your ship again, I wouldn't really be complaining.
Let's just get you to the Southern Water Tribe.
Yes, please. I don't want to be here any longer than
Okay. So, for the sake of ending this session, let's just say you guys head back, finish your sleep, and and you get to the Southern Water Tribe easy enough. It takes you about another day to get there. I didn't want to necessarily roleplay all of that, so we'll just skip through it. So as you come into the Southern Water Tribe and you see the main city that's near the harbor, you notice that the spirit portal is kind of flashing this like purple red tint before going back to its regular greenish yellow. And surrounding the portal is this massive spirit monster. And the portal is a bit ways away from the main city. But when you dock, you notice that the entire city, there's not a single light.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh.
And that is where we're ending the session.